April 10th, 1912. The largest ship the world had ever seen slipped away from the docks of Southampton, England. Her name was Titanic. Built by the White Star Line, the Titanic was more than a ship. It was a statement, a floating palace of steel, wealth, and human confidence. At over 882 feet long, she carried some of the richest people on Earth alongside immigrants chasing a better life in America. People called her unsinkable, and for a few days, it almost seemed true. Passengers walked grand staircases under glowing chandeliers. First-class guests dined on 10-course meals while musicians played late into the night. Deep below deck, massive engines thundered like the heartbeat of a steel giant crossing the Atlantic Ocean. But the North Atlantic does not care about luxury, or confidence, or human ambition. On the night of April 14th, the sea was eerily calm. The temperature had dropped sharply. Ice warnings had been received throughout the day, but Titanic continued forward at near full speed. Then at 11:40 p.m., lookouts spotted something ahead, an iceberg. The order was given to turn, but it was too late. The iceberg scraped along the ship's starboard side, slicing open the hull beneath the waterline. At first, many passengers barely noticed anything had happened. There was no massive explosion, no dramatic impact, just a strange vibration and silence. But below deck, freezing Atlantic water poured into the ship. Compartment after compartment began flooding, and slowly, horrifyingly slowly, the truth became clear. Titanic was going to sink. Panic spread as lifeboats were uncovered. But there was a deadly problem. There were nowhere near enough lifeboats for everyone on board. More than 2,200 people were trapped on a ship designed for elegance, not evacuation. As the boat dipped lower into the freezing black ocean, musicians reportedly continued playing to calm passengers. Families were separated. Distress rockets exploded into the night sky. Some lifeboats left only half full while hundreds still remained on deck. Then came the final moments. At around 2:20 a.m. on April 15th, 1912, the Titanic broke apart and disappeared beneath the Atlantic. The lights went out, the noise stopped, and within minutes, one of the greatest engineering marvels on Earth was gone. More than 1,500 people died in the freezing water that night. The disaster shocked the world. Investigations revealed ignored ice warnings, insufficient lifeboats, and dangerous overconfidence in technology. Maritime laws changed forever afterward, forcing ships to carry enough lifeboats for all passengers and improving emergency communication at sea. Today, over a century later, Titanic still captures the imagination of the world, not just because it sank, but because it represented something timeless. A reminder that no matter how advanced humanity becomes, nature can humble us in a single night. And somewhere, nearly 13,000 feet below the surface of the Atlantic Ocean, the wreck of Titanic still rests in darkness, silent, frozen in time.